Greetings, fellow Earthlings. This is Limitless Vibrations presenting you with another edition. Going to start doing the accents more often to get your attention. So let's talk about something that not a lot of people like to talk about, because nobody really can comprehend what it is. Because it's so prevalent in society today that it is found in all aspects of creation. It is a common force within this universe. It is one that is of separation. So what is separation? Separation. We see it, we feel it, we hear it. It's so prevalent in this world, prevalent. And you see it within religion, you see it within sports, you see it within politics, within wealth, within health, within race, within black, within white, within gay, within straight. You see it within everything within this earth. You see separation. It's everywhere. So the separation, what can we do to bring us to oneness, to bring us to divine oneness? That is the first universal law. The law of divine oneness. How can we go back? Well, first thing we have to do is acknowledge and recognize what is this common force that is separating us in humanity. First thing is religion. I gave up religion a very long time ago, around age 12, because I realized that it is not of oneness. It is one of separation, to bring the humanity and separate us, to make us easier to control us. So once you start to realize that this world is governed, it is governed to separate us. It is governed to separate us because when we are separated, it is easy to control us. Now we start to realize that separation is so prevalent because it's so easy to control us now. They know that there's power in numbers, but there's no power when we are separated. We don't have power. We give away every single bit of our power to those 1% of the world who control us, who are controlling everything about this system, who are controlling everything in the mainstream media, who are controlling everything in the movies you see, the music you hear, the food you eat, the people who you hang out with, everything about your... there's an ant! The ant that just bit me too. He bit me. But you'll start to realize that all these forms of separation are to just bring us into a state of complete control and powerlessness. So religion is one of the main contributors to separation, because you have your Muslims, you have your Christians, you have your Catholics, you have your different types of religions, and everybody claims that their religion is the right one. My God is the right one, and your God is not. Therefore, I will kill you for not believing in my God. Therefore, I shame you for not believing in my God, for not believing in my religion. Therefore, I separate you from myself because you are not part of my religion, and we are not same. We are not similar. So, we are not friends. So, you see what they're doing to us. You see the manipulation that is taking place on the religious level. There's no more spirituality. There's no more spirituality in religion. It has been completely removed from it. It is only one based on separation, conquer and control and divide. So, what's another form of separation? Let's take a look. You have food. You have food. A lot of people may not think this is one of the biggest forms of separation, but it is. It is. And the reason why is because healthy, we are united. Separated, divided, we are diseased. Diseased, we are divided. You understand? If we are diseased, we cannot come together and step up and fight together as one and become very powerful because we are diseased. We are sick. We have been controlled now. We are in the hospitals and now we are being injected with all these vaccines and being sprayed with all these chemicals in the air, and we are now being in these chemicals everywhere we go, putting it on our skin, eating it, drinking it in our fluoride. So we are becoming so sick. Now we cannot unite because we are dumbed down. We are dumbed down and we are weakened, and now we are just sick. We cannot move. So if we become healthy, we can finally come together, become strong, and become powerful. One of the main formulas that I follow is V equals P minus O by Professor Arnold Ehret. And it is very, very true. Vitality equals power minus obstruction. So you move the obstruction in your life, in food, then you start to maintain vitality and empower yourself to power. Then we can come as one. So start to incorporate the raw fruits and vegetables, get away from the vaccines, stop drinking the fluoride, and now you'll become healthy. So what is another form of separation? You have sports. Sports. Everybody thinks that sports are great. Sports bring us together to celebrate, to bring us happiness and peace and abundance. No! It is not like that, my friend. Sorry. What appears to be real is not so, in fact. Sports are based on competition. So what is competition? Competition to compete against one another. It is not about having fun anymore. Sports is not about having fun anymore like it used to be. It's now about competing to win, to be the best, to be number one, to be on the top. It is not all for one anymore. It is one for all. For one person, for one team. These sports teams, you have your baseball, you have your hockey, you have your basketball, you have your soccer, any type of sports. Then you have your cheerleaders, and then you have your fans. Your fans could be on the red side or they can be on the blue side. And the fans on the red side do not like the fans on the blue side because they're not of their team. So they become divided and separated, not one. And the people who watch the sports have become so addicted, have become so obsessed with their team that they rely upon their team's winning probability for their happiness. Now we have become completely controlled by sports. We have become completely separated by sports. And there's no more oneness. Because if we had to rely upon a team winning for our happiness, what does that mean? We are become controlled and separated from ourselves, from the world, from planet Earth. And there's very more important subjects and topics to talk upon. So realize that sports is a knot of divine oneness and separation. It is separation. So what is another form of separation, my friends? What is another form of separation? You have your races. You have your races. You have your whites, you have your blacks, you have your browns. People claim to have superiority over the blacks. People claim to have superiority over the whites, to have superiority over the browns or the yellows or whatever. It does not matter in the end, my friends. It does not matter. We are one. Let's just realize this oneness that we have within. That under this so-called skin, this birthday suit that we have, we are all the same. We are made up of the same organs, the same liver, the same colon, the same mind, the same hair. Everything about us is the same. We are one. We may be different, but we are all one and connected. So these races that you are looking into, these races that you are distracting yourself with, it is just a distraction, just to separate the masses. Another form of separation is wealth. I have more wealth than you, therefore I am superior to you. I have way more cars, more ladies, more gold, more jewelry, a bigger house. Therefore, I put myself on top and you on the bottom. So you see the people who are very, very rich, they're not sharing their wealth. They keep it all to themselves. They keep it to themselves and they do not share. I wonder, how would the world look like today if all of the 1% billions and billions of trillions of dollars would be spread all across the world? It would not be greeted all for themselves, so they can buy these $1 million Rolex watches or buy these $1 trillion industries that are profiting off the backs of the 99%. How would it be if they shared all this wealth? How would it be if everybody in the world would be compensated with fair pay, with fair dignity, with all these things that could benefit society? It would be a society based on divine oneness and not the separation. So you understand, my friends, you understand now what is separation and how our world is so often governed and prevalent, and separation is running rampant, has been running rampant ever since the 20th century. But now there is good news, my friends. There is good news. Separation is dissolving. Separation is eliminating itself in form. And now oneness is coming together. People are coming together. People are awakening and realizing the manipulation of separation and division. Now people are coming together and realizing they have things in common. They have things in common and they are alike. They are one. So now people are starting to eat healthy, starting to eat the raw fruits, the vegetables. People are starting to dissolve the racial discrimination. People are starting to dissolve the politics. People are stop watching the sports. Stop listening to the egoic mind. Stop doing things that are no longer serving them and now bringing them into a higher state of being and higher state of collective consciousness and more inclusivity rather than disclusivity. That's a word. So now you know, my friends, the laws of separation and how our world is being governed. And now you can go inform your friends and show this message of peace, love, and light. Limitless Vibrations.